One shall stand, and one shall fall.
Yeah. New kids on the block. We here and making it pop. Don't care if you like it or not. The spot we want is the top. The head nerds in charge and our full seat of making things happen. If you think you heard what you thought you heard, go ahead and play that thing back. Coming out the speakers in the car in the man cave. The mother bus is about to be knocked off the airwaves. So be very afraid. Better check your gameplay. Sitting on all that and finna take away your fan base. The stage is set. Better put respect up on our name. What you get right now, you get it later. A consistent game, a steady dosage. Once you started, you can't get enough. The people's chant ain't a topic we ain't finna touch. So bring your A game, cause the boys behind the mic finna do the same thing. One time for the one time, let it off like bang bang. We aiming to be the greatest. We accepting any challenge. With a snap of the finger, bringing balance. Let's make it happen. You tuned in to the place to be. You tuned in to HNIC.
Head nerds in charge.
You tuned in to the place to be. You tuned in to HNIC.
Forget about the way it used to be. This is not a damn democracy. We are in a state of emergency, and my word is law. There's only one boss in this place, and that's me. The HNIC.
Number one internet station. PC Radio Live. RadioLive.com.
From the motherland of Wakanda, across Atlantis in an invisible jet, forged in the fires of Krypton, and trained in the streets of Hell's Kitchen, enhanced by Weapon X, and about to spit game from on high in the Watchtower. We are HNIC.
Yeah.
Your head nerds in charge. We are back for episode 2. Clap it up. PCRadioLive.com. Philly Coalition Radio was nice enough to keep us on. I have no idea why.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how we made it another
We
day.
blackmailing them like Putin.
Snappy intros. That's what it was.
The warden was like, Curtis said he didn't do it.
Yeah, no, he didn't.
He didn't do it.
He
He just didn't do it. And I believe him. But we
Got away
definitely
with it,
did
man.
that. We
Got
definitely
away
did
with
that thing.
Yes, sir.
We got one episode in the bank, fellas. How you feel about that?
A wise man once
Can
told
you feel
me.
the enthusiasm?
A wise man told me the biggest room in any house is the room for improvement. So I just always, how do I get better?
Yo, Tom loves to go philosophical on some old Bruce Banner stuff.
Fake deep, baby.
All the time. Then next thing you know, you'd be like, I gotta poop.
Exactly. I go high and then I go low.
Well, I mean, I'm with my man Tom. I understand.
Yeah.
You know, that's being real humble. But that last one was fire.
Yeah, y'all can keep that humility. Humility, get out of here. It's not even us. We got an action-packed episode for y'all. It's about to get crazy. We got a lot to cover.
We do.
We're going to jump into a few things, but first we want to give a shout out to everybody on Planet Geek Conda, our Facebook fan group. You guys have been phenomenal.
Thank you very much. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Yo, deep love for y'all. We almost 1,000 strong in the on our world. The geeks is coming out.
Yeah.
And the blurs are coming out. Black folks are stepping up. We're taking over.
Because it's free. Yeah. You start charging, it's going to get scarce.
And we have fried chicken Fridays. So, you know.
Let's start charging. We got Miles Morales. We got Shuri.
Yeah.
We got a lot here.
A lot of
Panther
we got
is the
Black
man,
Panther. We have Black Lightning.
That's right. We got Luke Cage. We're going to talk about that later.
Yeah. But listen, we're going to get right into our outline. And
What's the number,
first-
A-Dot? What's the number to call in?
Man, look, if you want to talk to us about some good geek conversation, hit us up at 877-226-0998. Please. Follow us on Facebook, PCRadioLive.com. It's a Facebook page. You can hit us up on the live feed and the chat. We're going to be active on that today. So we can't wait to hear from you.
yeah,
There
we're
we go.
definitely live. So if you can, check us out at Philly Coalition Radio on Facebook and PC Radio Live on the internet if you want to hear us streaming. So we got to get into these hot topics.
Yep.
And there is just some crazy things going on in the world of Kung Fu.
Oh.
Yes.
And I don't know if y'all heard about it, but I'm in my world right now because I'm a huge Donnie Yen fan.
Yeah.
And I'm an even bigger Jackie Chan fan.
That's
Yes.
that bull.
Yes.
Jackie Chan is that bull.
So I don't know if y'all have heard, but Ip Man 4 Ip Man 3 left much to be desired because, you know, the big catch was, oh, he's going to fight Tyson. And we all wanted to see Tyson in a movie against Dunyan, and that was a great fight scene. But overall, did you love the movie?
To be honest with you, I've seen enough martial arts movies to where I was like, this was satisfying to me. There were a lot of great set pieces. Tyson can't act, so you have to kind of work around.
Right. Yo,
so I didn't expect but so much.
We knew that was coming. We knew that was coming.
It was like, Tyson, act like yourself.
Right, and he was having trouble.
What do I fit here? What do I do? Should I talk with this? I don't think you have a choice, Mike. Mike, if you're listening, we love you.
Oh, I love Mike Tyson.
Because he punched Donnie Yen.
Yeah.
He punched him.
You know
he punched him.
Donnie was like, we acting, right?
He was like, chill, fam. His voice got real deep.
Mike was like, you're still alive, right?
You know it was
accent.
real when Donnie Yen started covering his earlobes. Like, Mike, stop playing. Mike, stop playing. Stop playing, Mike.
We talked about this.
We talked about that still. Real quick. What's your number one kung fu movie ever?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
introspective.
Dude, you can't.
Yeah, I can. Right on the spot. No love. And come on, on the spot. On the spot. Look, you can't have no dead air.
You got it, man. You got to think about it.
You can't
There's
drop
so many
something like
greats.
that.
All right, so you want me to go
There's
first?
so many
You want me to go
greats.
first?
Go
All
first.
right, listen.
Go first, fam.
It's simple. 5 Deadly Venoms. Are we serious?
Okay.
Listen, come on, Channel 48.
Oh, I know about 48.
Channel 48 in Philly. They used to run Kung Fu Sundays.
Yep.
Right after Urban Expressions. And a lot of
Saturdays.
Saturdays. Sorry,
Yep.
you're right. And 5 Deadly Venoms was on the rotation. So was
Master of the Flying Guillotine.
Master of the Flying Guillotine.
Yep.
Chinese Super Ninja.
Right.
A lot of good ones. So
Right.
so come on, kick it to me.
Do we had to go old school, like really old
No,
school?
you don't have to go old school because I already know what yours is, Addison.
You know what mine is.
I know what yours is.
What is
I
yours?
don't think
We've
you're
been
right.
best friends for too long. I already know what yours is.
I'm going to
We're
let you
best
name
friends?
it then.
All right,
'Cause I'm going to name
it's
it.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Same. He beat me to it. I was like,
Is that what y'all think about me?
it's mine.
You're right.
I told you. Come on, man. I got you.
But I got a second favorite.
All right, what's your second favorite?
Tell me if this counts. I love the movie The One.
Yeah, it
Jet
counts.
Li, Jason Statham. Your face.
Yeah, what?
Look at his
That was
face.
the awesome
Man,
one.
that movie was so good.
I
to me.
know me. You were on my. Yo, that was the wait. What's
Honestly,
I love that movie.
Kiss of the Dragon was better to me. As
Okay.
far
Yeah.
as the Western.
That was Jet Li.
Kung Fu.
That was Jet Li, right?
Yeah. As far as the Western Jet Li ones, because the Fist of Legend, some of the things he did.
Fist of Legend.
Yeah.
That's a classic.
Yeah, it is.
Well, listen, if you hadn't heard, Ip Man 4 will feature a fight between Jackie Chan and Donnie Yen as
Right.
Ip Man. That's major.
Jackie
Yeah.
Chan is like 60. He's still the man.
Let me tell you something. Did you see The Foreigner?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was
He
popular.
still had it.
He was
He still had it. I was watching him like.
He still got the juice.
He was still jumping through really small holes.
Listen, I think unfortunately Rush Hour was America's and Black America's real
Introduction.
Never
introduction.
touch
to
a black man's radio.
Yeah, that was a terrible
true.
Chris Tucker. That was horrendous. You got to laugh though.
It's all right. He's not that great.
But I think you truly don't appreciate what Jackie Chan has
Can
done
do.
over the years because
No.
you see the cutscenes at the end of Rush Hour movies and you see how many times he has to go through the jumps and the stunts.
And
He
gets
does
hurt.
everything.
It
Listen,
was his stunts.
Tom.
Tom Cruise, who?
Yeah. Well, you forget that. Ain't no whitewashing over here. Jackie Chan is the man. And there's this one movie, it's Super Cop, where
Super Cop when he's on the helicopter.
Bro.
Yo, I'm done. That is it.
I'm talking about the one where he was in the mall and had to jump on the lights.
Right.
4 stories down, and he broke both legs and both his arms. Had to stop production for almost 6 months. Came right back. Would not let any of his stunt doubles do the actual stunt because
still
it was
did
too dangerous for them.
That's why you don't mess with short guys. I don't mess with short guys. Period.
Listen,
That's right.
Don't do it.
Addison will high kick you. He could go from foot on the ground to
I'll be
in your
like,
behind.
I have
in
knocked
0.5
him out
seconds.
5
In
straight
bones
times. He keeps getting up.
Yo. Now, we want to address a few of you out here. Actually, Tom wants to
All right.
start a war. He wants to start a war, and I'm going to let him kick it off, but I got his back.
Let me start it this way. We're going to talk about Star Wars The Last Jedi because the controversy will not die over this movie. I have never in my life seen a movie that the fans were like, yo, you jacked it up so bad, we're putting money together to make it.
I've seen a movie like that.
And it's actually on Twitter, and people have pledged, I think it's up to $8 million to remake this movie.
That's crazy.
All right, what did you guys
Wait a
think
minute.
of the
Somebody's
last Jedi?
dedicated $8 million to remake a movie.
Yes, that's why. That's what's on the outline. Because I was like, wait, y'all hated it. I understand hate the movie. These people were like, this cannot happen.
Last Jedi, I don't feel like it was that bad. I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
I didn't like. No,
I
I
didn't
didn't
like
like.
it.
Do you like the Last Jedi?
I loved The Last Jedi. I'm
It's
not
not-
saying it doesn't have its flaws, but I thought that movie was spectacular. And my
Well-
favorite part about it, here's where everybody's gonna get mad.
Right.
I think they nailed Luke Skywalker.
No, here's my problem.
This is the second.
I agree with
this
you.
is the second episode in a row where Addis is about to get fired. If we will be auditioning
Here's the
a new
problem.
head nerd in charge starting next week. So if you're interested,
It is
please
ugly.
call in. And you just have to be bald and have
It's
some
true.
real knowledge of all geek culture.
Well, here's the thing. This is the argument that's been happening. People are like, the decisions with Luke are true to his character. And I'm like, within the framework of the movie, that's great. But the problem is, this is Star Wars. This is a blockbuster.
Okay.
You cannot have a classic blockbuster
Yeah.
where the one guy's like, yeah, I'm not even going to fight. And matter of fact, I wasn't there in the first place.
And then die.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
He died from overexertion of doing nothing.
Oh, really?
Like
It's like dying on the toilet.
It's like my father.
Counterpoint though. That was good. That was
Just
pretty good. That's sad.
But it was,
exactly. When you put it in the context of reality,
it
it's
was the
easy.
kind of dunk I'd make on you.
Hold on. Imagine paying to see that.
Exactly. You know what this is like? It's like watching Rambo die on the toilet. Like, this is what this was like for me.
You know,
I completely disagree. Hold on.
Go
I'm
ahead,
gonna name
Access.
blockbusters
Right.
where the main character is a conflicted guy who does not want to fight.
Right.
Spider-Man 2,
But he fights at the end.
of course, but Superman 2.
But he fights at the end.
What does Luke do in The Last Jedi?
he astral projected himself.
You fight at the end. What do you mean?
No, he didn't fight anyone.
do
He
anything.
stood there.
Jack.
It was a hologram. He did all the work.
He was amazing.
He was terrible.
And
That was horrible.
It was
you
a
don't
crap
understand.
movie.
That
It
was
was a
not
crap
terrible.
movie. Listen,
That was a brilliant
It was a
voice
crap
power.
movie.
It was a movie that was like, hey, what do you want to see? Because we're going to do the opposite of that.
Everything you love about Star Wars, guess what? We're gonna piss on it.
We're having a war
Yo,
right
they
now.
R. Kelly that movie.
I completely
they straight R.
disagree.
Kelly did. I'm sorry.
You got great moments
drip,
between.
Drip, drip, drip.
And the movie's over, right?
Just
Wait,
let me
no,
pee.
I'm outnumbered.
When you have a
Let
trilogy,
have it,
right?
R. Kelly.
Hey, listen, hold on. If anybody's listening out there, please call in. Real quick, we just started.
You know that thing's booty.
We taking calls
We're already
right
fighting,
now.
man.
If you got an opinion on this, if you think Star Wars was crap, or if you think it was salvageable, you need to call up right now. We already gave you the phone lines. I'll put it in the chat. But join in if you want to.
Help me
because
talk some sense
Addison
into
has
these
lost
two.
his whole
'Cause
mind.
they're crazy. All right.
all I can tell
No,
you
no,
is that
defend your point. No,
Oh, okay,
because
okay.
you have two Listen, 2 out of 3 says it's garbage. So I want to see what was salvageable.
The movie was about his character.
Can I have some alcohol first?
Tell everybody what's in your glass, Kurt.
pimp juice.
It's slurp juice.
Okay. All right. Cool. That was a good answer. That was a very good answer.
That was a great answer. That was a-
Fortnite shout
my
out.
shield is full.
Yes, sir.
Star Wars was about his characters,
Uh-huh.
right? That's what I think a lot of people lost sight of or were upset about with
Right.
the prequels, right?
Right.
That was about, I don't know, midichlorians and Jar Jar Binks, and it was bad.
Yeah,
Nobody
it was
knew what
terrible.
happened, right? But this movie was, its characters were central, and their conflicts were central.
Right.
Luke's conflict with the Force and within himself because he wasn't able to train a new Jedi.
Right.
Rey's
He tried to kill his nephew.
Wait,
He had a moment
I'm sorry.
he had a moment of indecision.
That ain't a
We
moment
can
of-
talk about it because he didn't do anything. Well, anyway,
He didn't do anything at the end either.
Come on. Steve Harvey had a moment of indecision. He tried to murder someone.
he saved the Resistance. But anyway,
Right.
Rey's whole conflict between light and dark and being able to save someone or to let them go, right? Kylo Ren's conflict within himself, whether to be good or bad, right? Whether
Right.
to follow in his grandfather's footsteps or whether to resist that temptation. Right? It was all about conflict within themselves and people choosing to become what was going to take them to the next step. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, but my problem is that if you have a trilogy,
on the chat, Q from Atlanta said he died. that basically sums up.
Right.
Yo, Q was like, he just died.
but my problem
all
is
our
if you have
heroes
these
die.
character threads, and you have a major trilogy, you wrapped up everything in the second movie. When the movie was over, I was like, this feels like the last part.
They
Like, what exactly
wrapped it
happened?
up.
Hold on, can I
They
just
turned it over.
No. Let me just say this, because we
gotta go in.
We're gonna go in on this. Luke died.
Uh-huh.
Han died. Leia died in real life.
Han died in the previous movie, but yeah.
But yeah, but you get, no. They have literally taken the thing that we pay good money to feel nostalgic about, that we love, and then they took it all away from us.
There's 8 people left. The Resistance is like 8 people.
And the
a
sad
little
part
kid.
is, I don't like any of these new people. Rey's so annoying, and
I don't
Kylo
like
Ren is an overprivileged Empire
You don't
kid.
like emo Kylo Ren?
No, are you getting? Come on, man, with the half shirt, nipples out all the time. He's like fake Darth Vader, Grandpa. Like, I don't
Well, I
have.
will say, what the one theory I have is that Kylo Ren is supposed to represent the modern Star Wars fan.
Kylo Ren is going to end up knocking off Rey on some ancestral weirdo stuff. For some reason, Star Wars really likes family ties. It's really creepy. Oh,
like Game of
wait,
Thrones.
I'm sorry. Am I the only one that noticed that they had the brother and sister kissing in this one, and now you got kissing cousins? See, nobody wants to talk about that. No, nobody wants to talk about that.
I will say that in general, incest
Corey
is frowned
Haim
about.
warned us a long time ago that
nothing to
Hollywood
say.
was weird.
Incest is generally frowned about on entertainment shows, yes.
But here at PC Radio
Along with-
Live, we can talk about ancestral
Along with
things.
hygiene.
Listen,
We're 20 minutes in.
and we're already,
It's-
20 minutes in, we're knee deep in slurp juice, and
goodness.
we're talking about incest. And if
Amber-
you just tuned in, you have no idea what I'm talking
Amber,
about.
tell us what you think about the new people. Amber Rose says the new people aren't bad. I'd love to hear your angle on it. Even better, you're welcome to call in 877-226-0998. We'd love to hear from you.
Yo, Addison found an ally for his resistance.
Thank
she
you,
said
Amber.
she said they did save the resistance.
I know he has an account named Amber Rowe, so I'm just trying to.
I happen to know Amber, so I'm side eyeing you, but he definitely texted her and was like, "Help,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
help me."
Okay, this next item is yours. Actually, you're excited about this?
Listen, Zombieland 2. Zombieland 2 has been greenlit. Zombieland 2 is coming out. It's got all the original cast. And the reason why I'm really excited about it is I'm one of those guys that prepares for Z-Day. Like, I have a group that
In real life.
in actual physical real life, that if ever I get the text message Z, go day, I know where the meeting place is. I know where the rendezvous point is.
I'm not a part of this group
I go.
I am so expendable.
Yeah, I go
done.
to my shed. I dig up my cache of survival equipment, and all I'm saying is I'm sending out one text message to all those that I love, all 4 of you. And if you're not at my crib in enough time, well, you know what? Doggy dog world, baby.
I don't believe you because we're too big to hike.
No,
So I'm not-
stop that. You already. you
If
already
Chris comes to shove, and I gotta walk along
gotta
the road
hunker down.
to freedom, I'm just gonna die.
Listen,
You're on your own,
and
bro.
this is why you get more Caucasians than Negroes in your team.
I did everything. I get the MREs.
I'm
I get in my
sorry.
bag.
It's-
and then I
it's-
put
it's
them on
just
my,
so-
my back, and then I
listen.
was like, that's too heavy.
I don't want to go too
I'm just
racial
trying
with
to get
it.
eaten by zombies.
We don't hunt.
Nope,
We don't forage. We don't plant.
we do not.
We don't
At least-
survive seasons of Walking Dead.
We don't survive horror movies. Period.
But you know what I do? I rob people that hunt.
Yeah. Listen, there's a wise man once said, to survive, I don't need the supplies, I just need a gun to get the supplies.
I just need to find the dude that has the supplies and be like, give them to me.
But because
Yeah,
I'm
free
black,
guy.
they automatically think I can shoot. So I just ride that wave.
They know I can't.
But yeah, all the original cast is coming back, and even though they had a failed pilot,
Right.
they have greenlit the movie, and it should be out sometime in the next year or so. And guess what? We got an entire con dedicated to black nerds. It's BlurredCon. And BlurredCon is taking place.
Roll off the tongue.
Yeah. Listen, roll right off the tongue. I was
like
like,
it.
wait a minute, there's a black nerd con? It's actually happening up in New York, and they are featuring
Okay.
the Yellow Ranger,
Okay.
the one that replaced Trini
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, the black one.
All right.
Which makes sense because it's a black car.
Yeah, makes sense.
And tickets are only $50 for the entire weekend.
That sounds nice.
Yeah,
That's for
it's
a
actually
weekend. That's
a
great.
pretty good thing. I mean, from what I read, it looks like it's pretty upbeat. If you want, you can go on blurredcon.com and get all the details. We got J1Con coming up real soon, and that's from our homie Jason.
Yeah.
With the Black Dribbles, and we'll be talking about J1Con coming up in August. Hopefully, we can get Jason on the line.
Yeah.
Or Jason to come up to the studio.
Yes, sir.
Jump in a session with us. We're all tribbles.
Yeah.
I don't think Addison has been inducted yet.
I haven't.
Oh, we can't
I'm
hang with
sorry.
you.
Well, you're not a part of the elite nerd class.
You're a publisher.
Until
You're a publisher.
until you get a triple designation, you're not really.
I feel average.
You be average triple.
It plays into his persona.
Yeah, there we go.
He's the Clark Kent of us, but that's okay. We'll get you initiated. You don't got to get jumped in or nothing.
I did.
Our initiations are so much worse.
I did.
Go ahead, Tom. Take it away.
I had to laugh. There was a trailer for what looks like an obscene puppet movie, The Happy Time Murders.
He saw it on Pornhub.
That's where all my bandwidth goes. My wife
That's what she said.
She'd be in the front room like, why is my Netflix freezing up? Look, I just like midgets.
Incest, slurp juice, Pornhub.
This is
Within the
26
first
minutes in.
26 minutes in.
26
It didn't take
minutes
us long
in.
at all.
On a roll.
Yeah, the second episode's already a barn burner.
It really is. But I had to laugh because The Happy Time Murders reminded me of an older film that's even grosser that Peter Jackson did way before he got famous when he was still in New Zealand, that he wrote and directed with his wife, called Meet the Feebles.
Okay.
It is absurdly dirty.
Like, what do you mean absurdly dirty? Like, what is that? You got to give me some context.
It is so filthy. I put it in the
How filthy is it?
How filthy is
in the
it?
first 3 minutes, because
You
I
got-
put it on, I was like, hey, it's about these adult puppets or whatever, and I was like, oh, okay. And I'm watching it with my wife, and like, I stopped and took a shower. Like, I shouldn't be here.
Would I have to wear lifestyle mittens to pick it up?
Dog, I don't even know if they sell it. Like, I feel like if you go somewhere to get it, the person that sells it to you judges you. Like when you
It's at the back of the video.
you ever buy diapers for a senior citizen and they got the same waist size as you, and you're like, no, it's about this big. It's a size 40. No, it's not for me.
Wait a
It's not for
minute.
me.
Wait a minute. Tom,
What?
you
Crinkle?
you
Crinkle?
bought diapers that are in your size?
My dad asked me to pick them up for somebody else,
His
and they would
dad-
accidentally
his
my dad does
dad
not wear
did.
diapers. I just want to clarify
Nothing is worse than having to buy sanitary.
stuff for other people.
No, and the sad part is, and not to get too far off base with this, but the
It's
sad
off
part
base.
is, when you're standing there,
Yes,
you want to ask someone for help.
yes, you do.
You want.
I didn't know anything but the
You know,
size.
I was like, I don't know what wings are.
Exactly.
Is it ribbed for
First of
her
all,
pleasure?
I'm in the aisle of shame.
I'm not sure. And you're standing in this aisle of padded women
Shame.
diapers.
Oh no.
And
Yes.
then and it's so awkward.
The
but,
diaper aisles with the menstruation materials. So there's women in here like, what's he doing in here?
yeah,
Because that's how you never go down when
Right.
you shop. You
and
avoid it. at
and
all
when you're
costs.
6'3" and you're over 300 pounds, it's kind of hard to miss you.
Right.
So I'm constantly getting, excuse me, because I just happen to be next to the most popular
Right.
menstrual pad.
Can you reach that for me? Oh, those are the manta rays. Those look like they cover everything.
The manta rays. I
Manta
mean,
rays. I made it up. I'm just, that's a shape.
Got you.
There you go.
He's got it down.
He's
There we
on
go.
it.
All right. Well, now that we're off base,
We're off base.
Let's recap.
In a way, we're on
Slurp
base.
juice, Pornhub, menstrual pads.
Don't
What-
recap.
There was incest
Don't
in
recap.
there.
It
We
says
should
somewhere in there, and
recap.
we're not even
Don't-
half an hour.
Almost
Don't
30
recap.
minutes in. Almost.
All right.
So The Rock is playing Black Adam.
I'll believe it when I see it.
They've been talking about this
They
forever.
pushed this thing back forever. Dr. Dre's album will come out with Black Adam.
And it will be named. Dr. Dre's album will be named Black Adam.
That dude working with somebody new every week. Oh, I had a thing with Prince, and Prince was teaching me how to play guitar, and you know that's gonna be in the album. And you be like, shut up, man, shut up. You're just in your house getting high. You don't even have nothing.
It's just called Chronic now. Listen, Black Adam is another villain featured.
Right.
Much like Venom,
Right.
I really don't see how they're going to do a Black Adam. But
Movie?
then
Yeah,
again,
This is a standalone movie.
it's a
It's a
standalone
standalone
movie.
Because for some reason they're like, let's not have him be a villain in the new Shazam movie.
And that's
let's
only
just
because
give
of the
his own
casting.
And you're like,
Only because they casted The Rock. Only because The Rock was alluded to be a part of the project did they say, hey, we need him to be an anti-hero.
there's 6 people in this room. Does anyone know any of Shazam's villains aside from Black Adam?
No, and no one cares either.
Mr. Mind, the worm that controls your brain.
Yeah.
Dr. Savannah, because if you had the might of Superman, then you would fight a little old wrinkly guy, because that would be your... Come on.
And that's why Shazam, well, Captain Marvel, usually ends up fighting other
Right.
superheroes.
Right.
He usually ends up fighting Superman.
Yeah.
Because he's this misunderstood 10-year-old.
Right.
But either way, I mean, at the end, it's not a good concept.
It's terrible.
But I'm a Rock fan, so if it comes out, of course I'm gonna see it.
Everybody's gonna see it. It's The
And
Rock.
DC has they just have a propensity to mess stuff up. DC is the can't get right of comic books.
Yeah, they are.
Yo, he can't get right. So all I'm saying is, if Black Adam is going to be trash, then I'm very, very afraid for Joaquin Phoenix.
Dude,
And the
Suicide
Joker
Squad
stick.
broke me. Suicide Squad was a dream of mine to see on film, and when they jacked that up, they lost me.
You felt like they jacked it up?
They
I didn't
jacked
think
that
it was
thing
good.
up.
I didn't think it was good, but I didn't think it was bad.
That book is so good, and for
Agreed.
them to come up with that, oh,
So you don't think a Joker standalone is going to work?
here's my problem. There's more than one.
Right.
There's
Now-
the Scorsese
That's
one.
what we
what-
wanted to
dude,
talk
did
about.
you
And
look at
who's
my
on-
notes?
Which one is that? Now, I
Hold
don't
on,
even
hold
know
on.
who's
Did
in
y'all?
what.
Yeah, somebody has been somebody cheating over here. 'Cause we are literally in sync 100%. Because right here in my notes, I says, which origin story are you going to tell? Because it's either the Golden Age Joker, it's either the Killing Joker, or the New 52
Well,
Joker.
they're making more than one Joker movie because it's like, okay, we angered Jared Leto, so we're gonna make a movie with him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Scorsese's producing one, and that's the one that Joaquin Phoenix is doing, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, and then like, who's gonna play his mother? And I'm like, I don't want to know about the Joker's
Is he
mother.
Joe Chill? Is he in one iteration in the DC comic books? They allude that it's Alfred. It's like
I don't want to know more about this guy.
You're right. The best version of the Joker is the one who's mysterious.
Right.
The one in the Dark Knight who tells like 3 different origin stories, and you don't know which one is true.
At the end of the day, when you take away the mystique or the mystery of the Joker, you water down the character.
Nothing will satisfy you because it'd be like, my mama used to stay up late at night, play cards with her friends.
Right.
She always wound with the big Joker when she played spades. And
just-
you're like, ooh,
It just got weird and sexy at the same
that's
time.
not good.
Well, I mean, when you found out the backstory about the Red Hood, and even though it was more of a Jason Todd lead-in, but when you found out that the Joker was once the Red Hood, and the Red Hood is just this reoccurring character that other villains have been, you're watered down. And I get it.
Yeah.
People want to know, but sometimes you can overdo it, and at the end of the day, we think we all agree
Yes.
that there's only one true Joker.
I gotta play devil's advocate.
Okay.
Has Scorsese ever made anything bad?
Yes.
Name it.
King of Comedy.
Really?
That was brutal. That thing was brutal.
I didn't see it.
See, the problem is
He
did
asked
it-
the encyclopedia
Yeah,
and got an
and
answer.
he got an answer.
He got an answer.
Tell us.
Yes. So
Okay.
that was the movie. See, he had this weird period where he was going off cocaine. So
Okay.
He knew he know because he was selling it to Scorsese.
Here we go. It was him and De Niro were like, let's break out of things. So that's around that Last Temptation of Christ,
Okay.
After Hours, and King of Comedy was this thing about this guy that swore that he was going to be a comedian, but he's terribly unfunny. So the whole thing is about awkward comedy and pauses. It's agonizing to watch.
And that's why no one has seen it.
Exactly.
Except Tom.
Okay.
Even Scorsese. He filmed it and was like,
He's like,
that's
no,
it.
Throw that one away.
Speaking of garbage,
Right.
I'm just going to go ahead on and I'm going to call it now and just let all our listeners know, everybody, I'm putting my personal stamp on this.
Okay.
Teen Titan Go looks like trash.
Is that the cartoon one?
Yes.
Or the live action one? 'Cause the
No,
live action one
it's
don't look good either.
the cartoon one. I
Alright.
saw a preview for it, and it looks like pure dog poop. I'm not excited for it. It's so hokey. They've taken Slade, and
not Deathstroke.
they've made Deathstroke a punchline.
You can't use Deathstroke if it's a kid's thing.
Deathstroke said a Deadpool joke in the trailer.
Really?
If you're familiar, you know Deadpool is really Marvel copying Slade. Slade came first. And it's always been a reoccurring thing that they had to ramp up Deathstroke because Deadpool became so much more popular than the original character. Well, they play on that in the actual movie. So he breaks. So it's almost like Slade breaking the fourth wall, like Deadpool.
Right.
Wow.
So it was just.
So
fun.
is it supposed to be a comedy?
I guess. But
We don't know.
No.
Nice.
But really assess. The one thing DC has done right is animated movies.
Yes.
Always. Yeah.
Yes.
They own that.
Listen, they own Marvel. And don't get me wrong. Wolverine versus Hulk, Wolverine versus Thor, Incredible Hulk, World War Hulk. All those were great movies, but none of them are touching anything DC has done animated.
Marvel
wise.
movies are cheap. It's like they just sat down and recorded 5 of them at the same time.
Right. It was like we got some leftover money from all our
Who's
billions.
left? Hulk with Killraven.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Who haven't we used? Beta Ray Bill. Yeah. Throw him in. No, we don't have the rights to Silver Surfer. Beta's fine. It'll be okay. I mean, no, I've yet to see DC really put out a bad animated movie. So to see Teen Titans go down the crapper, if I had a flush sound effect, that would be me flushing it right now. But I don't, so garbage.
Pick up.
Tom, tell me about this RoboCop
Okay.
remake, because
They decided to
I
make...
did not want this on the outline at all.
Okay. I did not know. All right.
No. I'm not trying to steal your juice, but didn't we already do this?
Here's the problem. It wasn't a real remake, and I didn't understand why it didn't work until I saw the remake. Because the first RoboCop was cool because a really bad thing happened to this guy. But instead of focusing on that, it was started focusing outward on the corporations, the crime, everything to keep you from
The
thinking
world
about this
building.
dude.
Right.
The world building. The remake was a horror movie. It was like, this guy's a brain in a jar. There's a little bit of stem, and then his life is over.
Yeah, man.
And it's like,
It was
here's his
depressing.
wife, here's this paste they put into him. It was depressing. It was
Yeah.
the worst thing I've ever seen.
And I mean, don't get me wrong, they gave him the sleek upgrade, I
don't want a slick upgrade.
Yeah.
I want clunky RoboCop.
He had fiberglass. He didn't have the cool thing about RoboCop was he wasn't Terminator.
Nope.
And RoboCop did the slow motion. He said
He
the
looked
corny-
awkward.
Yeah.
And you were like, if he falls over or something, he's really in trouble.
Or like his legs would dangle.
Right.
He would give the little, the robot, oh, danger, Will Robinson, danger.
Right.
But it added to it just added to it.
And I liked all of RoboCops because they were just terribly great.
They were gruesome.
They were terrible, great movies.
Actually, that's my favorite movie gun of all time. That triple shot Magnum.
Yeah.
Dude.
His guidance
Yeah.
system.
Yeah.
Didn't he ricochet a bullet off a wall and hit him?
Yes, the one, but it's arranged in like this pyramid pattern. It's
Right.
triple shot Magnum. Oh my god, that's my favorite.
That used to be my nickname back in the day. Bumblebee. No. Bumblebee is back. They didn't focus on my man Optimus Prime. They're giving Bumblebee his own standalone movie,
good idea.
and Michael Bay has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it has a chance.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Michael Bay can stop giving our childhood the R. Kelly treatment.
Oh, it's
Drip,
too late.
Drip.
After he
Too
checked
late.
Devastator, because I grew up poor, so of course I couldn't get real toys.
No, you had the GoBots.
No, and so what happens is I only had 2 pieces. I had like the left shin and then an arm, and I had to imagine what the rest of Devastator was like.
Tom was that kid that had the one lion from Voltron.
He had to hop.
And he didn't have any legs, so it didn't need to fold.
So this movie was my childhood dream.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, he's gonna be on the screen, and I was like, what is that?
Yeah, it was pretty garbage.
Yes.
I have to say, I kind of feel bad because Bumblebee was made popular by
Yeah.
those Transformer movies.
Yeah.
So Michael Bay did do something right. I didn't like the way that they handled Optimus Prime, and they completely got Megatron and Starscream wrong, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Optimus Prime killed someone. Optimus doesn't kill. It's just not what he does.
Darker new movies, man.
Yeah, man.
Blame-
This emo world, boy.
Superman killed
Batman.
people. Optimus
Yeah,
Prime
yeah,
killed
what is
people.
this?
Wait till Lion-O. Lion-O's gonna eat it, nigga.
But Batman still refuses to use a gun in 2018.
Yo, he killed people in Batman vs Superman.
Yeah, no. Batman won't use a gun, but he's got grenade launchers on
On the car, yeah. That car will light you up.
Yeah,
He's like, I pushed a button, baby. I
Yeah.
pulled a trigger. It's a button. It could be anything.
I didn't know what that button
That's not
did.
the thrusters. It's the machine gun in the front. Oh.
But yeah, so I mean, I'm kind of excited for a Bumblebee movie. If they hopefully it's a reboot. Well, the director said he doesn't like to say that it's a reboot, but
I wouldn't either. After you done made like 6 movies.
It's another Transformers movie.
It's another Transformers movie, and guess what? We get the benefit of if there's another Transformers movie, there means there's going to be another. Come on, Hasbro. There's only one.
Toy?
No, there's only one other cartoon that's had a movie series.
He-Man?
No, come on, G.I. Joe.
Oh.
Yeah, look, I can see how excited they were
That
for
shit
that.
was booty too.
Yeah, G.I. Joe was trash.
Yeah.
So hopefully they'll come back and they'll redo everything. But that's basically everything in hot news. Hey, if you're going to Comic-Con New York, you may want to make sure you still have your tickets, because apparently there was a huge snafu over this week where if you bought multiple tickets for you and a secondary person, and that secondary person didn't go in to claim it, well, guess what they did? They deleted your ticket.
Oh.
New York Comic-Con is the Mecca. It is the Jerusalem. It is the Holy Land for all things geek. Second to San Diego.
Yeah.
Second to
That's pretty
San
awesome.
Diego.
That's a
I
big
mean,
deal.
for the East Coast, this is the event of all events. It's the most sold out event on the East Coast.
That's going to end friendships because you're going to be there with your ticket and your friend's
Right.
not going to be able to get in. You're going to be like, oh, I am so sorry.
And most of you
I'm
only
leaving you
have most of you only have one friend. So
Exactly. I'm not even in your zombie plan.
Yeah.
I'm not even in your zombie plan. If I'm not in your zombie clique, you're going to have to wait outside for 8 hours.
you're the wrong complexion for survival. I love you.
I've heard that a lot.
But
rough,
but
man.
yeah, definitely check on your Comic-Con tickets if you bought them. What we're about to do, we're about to get to the top of the hour, and
Sir.
we're gonna play some music.
Yeah.
I think you ready?
Yeah. It is a radio station.
Get ready. Get ready. I think we talked enough.
Thank you, Warden.
We're gonna kick it over to the Warden. He's gonna play some jams for you. We're gonna take a quick break. Remember, tune in to PCRadioLive.com to hear us streaming. We are already on live at Philly Coalition on Facebook. And Ada, can you give them that phone number one more time?
Listen, hit us up at 877-226-0998. Coming up, we got discussion about video games. We got discussion about anime. You can hit us up on Facebook Live, PCRadioLive.com. Follow the page. Look up the live feed, and you can chat on us there.
Yeah, because our phone and our DMs is dry. Don't make me slide in yours.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all.
Number one internet station. PCRadioLive.com.